So I want to deal with this verse, Matthew 24:14. Jesus said, "This gospel shall be preached to the ends of the world." He said, "This gospel shall be preached to every creature, and then the end will come." So my question is that, with everybody, all these churches, a church on every corner preaching this gospel. It's a church on every corner, people standing on the corner preaching almost 2,000 years later. Jesus sent in Acts 1:8, he said, "You shall be my witnesses in Judea and Samaria," he told the disciples, "even to the uttermost parts of the earth." Jesus sent them to the uttermost parts of the earth to preach this gospel, right? Like I said, it's a church on every corner, on every block. Everybody been doing all this preaching, sending missionaries all over the world every year, right? Why hasn't the end happened yet? If everybody is preaching this gospel, but everybody got their own version of the gospel, right? Even Paul said, "According to my gospel." And we know that Paul came saying something different than what Jesus, James, and John and all the other ones said. So Paul had his own gospel, right? That's why he said, if any man preach another gospel, let him be accursed. But Paul and James was preaching something different. Because when you read James said that faith without works is dead. And then Paul said that, no, you don't need works. You'll be justified by faith. Right? So, yeah, I mean, all these different churches, all these different doctrines and teachings, and Christians can't agree on what the gospel is. Right? Jesus never specified what the gospel was. Right? And almost 2,000 years later, the end still hasn't happened yet. So either all of these Christians are preaching the wrong gospel, but according to Paul, the gospel was already preached to every creature under heaven. That's what Paul said. Maybe he was talking about his own gospel. But Paul said the gospel had already been preached. In Romans, he said that their voice had went to the ends of the earth. So why hasn't the end taken place yet? Something to think about.